May 11th. Revival is God revealing Himself to men in awesome holiness and irresistible power. Arthur Wallis. One of the most well-known revivals is Azusa Street, which started in 1906 and lasted for 3 years. It impacted the worldwide church, and almost all Pentecostal and charismatic denominations trace their roots to this revival. Azusa Street was a powerful demonstration of today's quote, the revelation of God's holiness and power. Frank Bartleman, in his book What Really Happened at Azusa Street, writes about God's holy presence descending. Suddenly the Spirit would fall upon the congregation. God Himself would give the altar call. Men would fall all over the house like the slain in battle, or rush for the altar en masse to seek God. The scene often resembled a forest of fallen trees. Some claimed to have seen the Shekinah glory by night over the building. One man at Azusa said, "I would have rather lived 6 months at that time than 50 years of ordinary life. I have stopped more than once within 2 blocks of the place and prayed for strength before I dared go on. The presence of the Lord was so real. Scores of people were seen dropping into a prostrate position in the streets before they ever reached the mission. Then many would get up, speaking in tongues without any influence from the Azusa people. God had come to accomplish His work." The stories of the miracles that took place at Azusa Street are incredible, often beyond belief. Here is a description of one particular day at Azusa Street. One man had his shoulder and arm ripped off. William Seymour prayed, and as people watched, the bone grew out, followed by flesh. It took about 2 seconds for the entire arm to grow out. Members of the congregation began to pray for each other. In one case, a man's fingers had been cut off. They grew back before everyone's eyes. Another member held her finger on a man's gum where a tooth was missing. The entire tooth grew back while she watched. A skinny cancer victim was healed and also gained 40 pounds within 3 hours. The God of Azusa Street hasn't changed. He still desires to, and He will, reveal Himself to His people as well as an unbelieving world. Today's prayer: Lord, reveal Yourself in awesome holiness and irresistible power.